September 5, 2021. At dawn, while I was praying and meditating on many things that the Lord had let me know during the previous day, I was told, listen and write. Here I share the faithful and true words that the Lord gives me for his people at this hour. Many believe they are on the right path, being in two waters, the turbulent and the tranquil. This causes them great fear and suffering. There will be no security for those who are not in my line, because a great storm is rising. This will grow so strong that every tree with shallow roots will fall. Those trees that do not have their roots drinking from the fountain will also fall, and those trees that do not have their roots anchored on the rock will also fall. Many have risen up against my message, but they will not prevail, because he who does so is a murderer of his own soul and of his neighbor. Taking my word and crediting it to Beelzebub is himself becoming God and judge. To this one, my mercy will not reach him. The woman who gives birth alone is my church, which is apart, alone, in the places that I have destined for her. And her daughter, are, the ones that will join her before my coming. Fools, slow to learn and quick to speak. Instead of justifying me, they justify themselves, walking after their own prejudices. Behind the veil of their preconceived ideas they creep in their thoughts and drag many after them. But these who go after them are not of the understanding, because the one who justifies his own disobeying before my voice is wrapped in darkness. Because of this, many will say, Lord, in your name we cast out demons and did many things. And I will say to you, depart from me, you evildoers. Many lift up external norms for many to see and praise them, but, as the fruit is beautiful on the outside and rotten on the inside, they become whitewashed sepulchres. Do you follow men? Then, follow. Do you want to follow me? Then, follow me. Soon, the fruit of one and the other will be clearly seen, and the hidden will be brought to light. Even in the past, in my disciples, there were external differences, deformed characters that were externalized between them. But one, that seeing himself flawless on the outside, the evil of internal supremacy led him to fall for believing he knew which was the path that I should travel. His conviction was so great that he delivered me, like this denying, with his deeds, my words and my plan of salvation. I appealed to his heart until the last moment, when he ate with me at the table, but he was unwilling to overturn his conviction based on his erroneous ideas. And, his behavior was his own destruction. They all faltered, but one was destroyed. My disciples follow my voice wherever this goes. Do you think you are ready for the big impact and you succumb before human allegations? Every human who defends his thinking before my words and evidences is standing on enchanted ground. Everyone who lends his ear to this will be part of his same condition. If you succumb before your ideas, now, that you are still, with those, on foot, how will it be with those on horseback? My words have been among you, and many have been selective with them. What, then, will the Lord say about the vineyard when he comes to his vineyard and sees that his instructions were not obeyed, but that the workers did what they thought? The Lord, owner of the vineyard, will speak to them, he will appeal to their heart, and these, after listening, will drive him out and banish him from his inheritance. After time passed, comes the day of pay. And the Lord of the vineyard arrives with his entourage, and standing in front of the workers he says, Why have you done this what you were not commanded? They all answer, The foreman deceived us. But, from the entourage that went with the owner, some come out and say, We were also among them and the foreman told us, The Lord, owner of the vineyard, says this, but we, who are the ones who are here, we will do this other way. The Lord of the vineyard will see that our course will be the best. Some complied. But we did not. That is why we were not only cast out, but denigrated and vituperated. We were deprived of livelihood, us and our families. Then, the Lord of the vineyard, raising his hand, will say, Incautious. They seized my vineyard because it was far away and they disobeyed my instructions, and they have ruined my vineyard. And not only this, but they discarded those who desired to obey my voice. Now, you will be discarded and uprooted from my lands, and I myself will prune the branches of all this vineyard. And I will set the discarded before it. And, with my instructions, after a while each plant will give 100-fold. And everyone will see my vineyard and say, surely there is no one like the Lord of it to take care of it and make it prosper. Therefore you, who dare to go against my sayings, unfaithful foreman, who dares to say that your understanding is above my understanding, and your words above my words, you have attempted, not against my servants but against your Lord, and you will not prevail. Pride clouds the thinking and bitterness eats the bones. Fools! That you are quick to fulfill the ritual, belittling the words of the one who founded the ritual. Sleep flees from the one who schemes evil and from the one who says in his heart, victory is mine. Doesn't mortal know that he is dust and to dust he will return? My light will continue to increase until the day clears, and those who love me will follow my footsteps. Many will remain on the road, because they have listened to the seduction of demons. My feast of tabernacles is before you, and many will seek me, but they will not find me, because they have become blind leading the blind. Many have casted my words, venturing out, listening to spirits of seduction. They cry out to me for discernment, but they will not have it, because they did not separate from the road that I told them to separate. The earthworm knows better what is good for it than these. Some, out of curiosity, others, knowingly allowing themselves to be misled in the wrong road, dare to believe that they will be enlightened. Late they will know their great error. They put their mind in the hands of mortals, feeling safe. These, having two masters, will hate one and love the other, and, like this, their lot will be cast. You hear being said, do not speak bad of your brother. But I tell you that your brother is everyone who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. And, whoever denies the words of my Father, denies me, and this is not your brother, because, in truth, you are all brothers, but of two offspring, that of Beelzebub and that of Abraham. Those of Beelzebub are like vipers, who do not live tranquil on their land, but love to expand their territory by subjugating to death everything that comes across, in, their path. But, the offspring of Abraham scatters the seed, and begs their Lord to give his rain at his time. Like this you will know who is my offspring and who is not. The thief does not enter by the door, knocking on it, but he enters by force. But I am at the door and I knock. If anyone hears my voice I will enter him, I will dine with him and he with me. I honor those who honor me by obeying my words. Soon the mortal will know firsthand that my blessing is worth more than anything you think you possess of great value. But, it is only available to those who honor me. Secure your house against looters and arm yourselves with my armor, and you will be safe. Do this and you will live. Faithful and true words that I leave from the Eternal for each one of you at this hour. May the Lord bless us.